here. Welcome to the channel. So as I said, like last week, I had another mod I wanted to install. So today, that's what I'm going to be doing. It is actually a OEM Mopar Bed Step. Now, when I bought this truck, I realized that it did not have the bed step, so this is what I'm going to install. I do know that they make one on Amazon. Kind of read reviews on it. I heard like in a year or so that, you know, either it gets stuck, even with greasing it up monthly, it still was not working efficiently. And I know Ant makes one as well. But I actually got a pretty good deal on this one as an OEM part from a dealer. So let's get started. This install shouldn't take much. I have some light sources. I'm actually gonna use one of the garages in the apartment complex. It's vacant right now, so I don't think anybody's using it. So hopefully it won't take me too long and I can be in and out of there very quick. I have these right here. These are like plastic trim removers. I did see, kind of looking through like the wiring harness, I have to take the plastic off of it, so I'm hoping that these will come in handy. And your standard socket set, I believe it's a 21, but I brought extras like 22, 23, 24 wires to just help remove the plastic. Like I said, it shouldn't be a hard install. I did hear that to put the bed step in, it's got to be in like an awkward position. But other than that, let's just take a look at what the bed step looks like. Like I said before, my truck did not come with it, so I'm gonna install it. So I actually had to order this one out of state from a dealer who had it in stock, but looks pretty good. It's just kind of dusty and dirty. It looks like it's probably just been sitting. It did come with instructions and an extra bolt. I do know that some of the frames on the truck aren't threaded, and I won't know until I actually get under there, but that's what that bolt is for. Additionally, that which is not in my tool set, which is probably either A, in my storage unit, or I've probably misplaced, or my dad has it. I need a breaker bar to break the bolts loose, and I need a torque wrench. I'm pretty sure he has my torque wrench. So I'm gonna run to the parts store, get a breaker bar and get a torque wrench. So as we head to the parts store and get this torque wrench and breaker bar, the biggest question is, why do I want a bed step? Simple, I'm getting old. I'm not trying to hike up the truck anymore and jump on it or anything like that. So when I saw that there was an option, I was like, I need that. I need that now. $100 later, I ended up buying some extra stuff. I have my breaker bar, torque wrench, and actually, I've never had one of these. Instead of using those plastic things, this actually will help removing the clips a lot easier. Alright, so this bolt needs to be loosened. These two right there. This clip needs to be undone. Clips I need to pop off. Right here, you can see it's actually thread. So that's where that bolt's gonna go. So I don't need a nut for that. And then this thing is going to slide, so yellow tab up, and then pull this to side, and then it should disconnect. Not too bad. The plug was kind of, I guess because I'm the first one to unplug it, it was kind of hard with trying to unplug it by hand, so I had to use a little prise to pop the clips. But everything came off well. Let's get the box. It's a pretty solid unit. I'm just gonna sit that right there for a second. It's funny, I did hear about this. They actually give you instructions of how to finagle this into the truck. So tip it to the side, And then so it's gonna kind of go like so up, and then I gotta turn it around. What's cool is it has a notch already, and I can just sit it in there and then rest it while I bolt it in. So let's give this a shot. It's gonna be interesting. And when I mentioned that notch, see, get my camera up here. Don't work on the truck when it's already hot, because that's been. That's the notch. It's gonna sit, so I'll be able to rest it into there. It actually wasn't as horrible as I thought, but then again, I like puzzles. So I actually had more trouble doing the plug versus trying to slide that in. Now the only thing I am worried about is the wiring harness to make sure it's in front of that, because I'm gonna put the bolts in. I'm not gonna tighten all the way, but I just want to make sure that the wire harness is not, because I don't want it to, when this drop, I don't want the wire harness to get snagged. And I can't entirely see where the wire harness is at because I tucked it up. But let me get the bolts in, and then we should be good to go. As suspected, I need to feed this bracket through that opening. Right now it's sitting on top, but I should be able to loop it around, hopefully, and get it through that bracket. Manual, gonna torque it down to 124. Let me dial in the torque wrench for that and get that. Torque down to spec. Let's give it a go. That's it, guys. Real easy install. It was just the clips that were probably giving me the biggest trouble. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.